meeting to order. Let the minutes show that this is the Carroll County Fiscal Court agenda for March 11, 2025. This is the regular scheduled meeting. So we call the meeting to order at this time. At this time, we stand to the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Appreciate the way you guys spoke that out. That was awesome. You guys
We do that every day.
Well, that's good. So we're going to go ahead and bow our heads and say a little prayer here, Lord. So our dear Heavenly Father, we're just so thankful again for the opportunities we have and the freedom that we have in this country together and talk and debate about things within our community, Lord. I'm just so thankful for that freedom we have. We're thankful for these young folks that have come today and with an initiative that they're working on that's important to our four-legged friends in this community. We're so thankful that they are engaged in their community and working hard to make it better, Lord. We're thankful for their being with us today. Be with our men and women that are protecting our freedoms, both here at home, Lord, and across the globe. Just be with them. These things we ask in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
I need a motion to approve the minute for February 25th, 2025. Motion by Tim, second by Scott. All in favor, say aye. Budget transfers, need a motion, please.
I guess one question, Debbie's not here, but I know the other day she was working hard to pay for some costs for EMS, so I assume most of the money's moving around.
Yes, it is.
So
We're still working on it.
yep, so that's all I need, I'll make approval on that.
Second by Scott, all in favor, say aye. Invoice approval, motion.
I'll make the motion.
Motion, Benji. Second, Scott. All in favor, say aye. This morning, we had a group from Carroll Elementary School to give us a little program, talk to us a little bit. It's a Student Technology Leadership Program. And so at this time, I will turn it over to the class.
And I am Adam Wheeler. Hello, I'm Adam Whitworth. I believe we're still in front of Amazon. And I got this in the days. We also have 6 other members representing. We are pilot learners, and the challenge that we are trying to solve is dogs who don't have a home in the animal shelter being pool. This is the background of our project. This is our 3rd year doing the Animal Safety Project. We have been supporting the animal shelter every year to get supplies and donations. Each year, we host the food drive to support the animal shelter. Last year, we got 383 items donated, cash donations, and 4 adoptions. We were currently hosting a donation drive and have collected 330 pounds of dog food and 54 other items. We are digital citizens because all of our digital resources are on free access. For example, Canva, Google Tools, and Canvas. These are also the technology tools we will use as knowledge constructors. We will show computational thinking by measuring how many items we can collect in the shelter and awarding points by house. Our goal is a house system. Every student and staff member in one of these 4 houses: black, green, blue, and red. We will award counties to the house that brings in the most supplies during the drive. We will monitor growth by measuring if we can get more donations this year than last year. Our goal this year is 400 items. We are creative communicators. We will communicate by using our school morning announcements to to share our team's progress and updates on the amount of items we have collected. We will count the items in the bins each week. We will find house leaders to help us do this. Communicate progress on morning announcements each week. Have another supply and adoption event at Tractor Supply in the spring. We might go to our city council to promote the project and present to them. We will call the animal shelter director to load up the truck whenever our vans get full. We will ask other businesses in the community to host a van and collect items or cash donations to make our goal of 400 items this year. As global collaborators, we will work with Tractor Supply, City Council, the Carroll County Animal Shelter, and possibly house coffee and back for our community partners. Thank you for listening. We're ready to answer any questions you have.
Very much. So how's things going so far? I mean, have you been doing this for what, a couple weeks now? How close are you to your goal? How many? 300. Wow, so you've been awesome, man. That's really good.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Appreciate all you're doing.
So we're here to help you if y'all need any kind of help or whatever, and support you guys. Okay, support the class and whatever in this program. Okay.
What's the best way we can support you guys?
Yes.
Free food?
Tell all our friends.
I mean, I guess we're just trying to spread awareness and get donations for the animal shelter.
So if we have some friends that want to donate food, where should they take it? What's the best place to take that?
Well, we're trying to set up bins in other places.
Can they drop it off at the school? Too, but that's from the school.
I'm not sure like how the school does it, but I think if you can go in, there's bins inside the school. Yeah, it's school. There's also like there's house pictures on the bins on each house.
Okay, 4 different colors. Okay.
Okay.
So this is a continuing project. We've been doing this for what, 3 years now?
Yes.
So they have more knowledge and other than the other gardening projects that we're doing.
In the past, you all helped with the adoption event for the animals at the shelter, right? You all gonna try to do that again this year? Ms. Teresa, how many animals did we adopt last year for this group?
Last year when we were at Tractor Supply, I think total that day, we ended up with like 4 or 5 dogs that got adopted. Then right after the event, that following Monday, one of the other dogs got adopted.
I was gonna say, one cat that adopted late after the.
Yeah, they do an awesome job. They come out and they help with the dogs a little bit. They walk around, talk to people, get donations while they're there. So yeah, they're really good at this.
Well, and it's really important, because remind me, Teresa, how many stalls do we have, or kennels do we have? Is
We
it
have 16.
16, yeah, and they're full most of the time, right? So
Yeah.
there's always animals that are looking for a home. And dog food, I went and bought 14 pounds of dog food this morning at Walmart, and I don't have a dog anymore, so I've forgotten how expensive dog food is. And it's very expensive. It was about 2 value meals at McDonald's or something like that. But yeah, it is, and I accidentally bought cat food too, because I thought cats were included in this. But so if you all have a cat that likes treats, you can take them home. So there you go. You got it. Yeah, you can work out a deal. But I really appreciate everything you're doing. I talked to DJ, you figured it out. Yeah.
Yes, but just give it a second.
Yeah.
Yoink.
So do y'all want to do the picture now, or you want to wait a little bit, or?
We have a second group that has a different project.
Okay.
If you wouldn't mind, they can present.
They can do
as
that
well,
right now?
and then
That's
we can grab them.
Do it all? Okay.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
And we'll see what good job, guys. No, Lily, you're okay. So
We are
Seller's Family Community Garden for the second SCLP project started this year.
We are trying to create a community garden for our community.
And we dedicate this project in memory of Deacon J. Sellers. This is the team. Lily. She's the speaker and typer. And then I am Carroll McCarthy, the leader of the SCLP group project thing. And then Theo is the co-leader. And then Bristol is speaker.
We are employed learners, so we are trying to solve the challenge of community. That is why we are educating better. Digital citizenship, knowledge consumers. All of the resources we use are free for the community, for the public, such as Canva, Google Docs, and Canvas.
Innovative designers. We are hoping to grow and donate food to people if you grow a group. We are computational thinkers. We will measure how much water, sunlight, and nutrients the plants need to grow. We will monitor their growth by measuring the height of the plants, the number of plants, and how much fruit or vegetables we can produce.
We are creative communicators. We will communicate with our school by using things like volunteers, more announcements to share our team's progress. Global our community partners are Carroll County High School FFA, Carroll County Food Pantry, Mr. and Mrs. Sellers, City of Carrollton, Camp Castle, Carroll County Conservational District, local 4-H Extension Office. This is a community effort with multiple garden sites around the county.
In January, we started growing plants indoors with a hydroponic grow tower in the school library.
And then we skipped a little bit, detailed development. In February, we presented our project to the school site-based council and got approval to install an outdoor raised bed garden and to dedicate the garden to Deacon.
Should we just
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Any questions? Questions?
So you talked about measuring how plants grow and progress and all that, so how are things going? You've had, I guess, what, 6 weeks with the hydroponic tower?
Yeah, and we started growing in, yesterday, we didn't get time to update the slide, but yesterday we started growing in a raised garden bed. Yeah.
You all installed the raised garden bed?
Yes, and planted strawberries, lettuce, and
Onions, yes.
So that's all at the school?
Yes, yes, looks good. And we also have a compost pit over by the recess lunch area place thing. Yes. But what's good like we use once we can take the garden outside. We're keeping it inside right now because still chance of freezing. Yeah. So
it's a movable bed then?
yes.
Okay.
Wheel.
Thank you all very much.
Yeah, it's a great little project again for a good reason, good cause.
One helping animals, one helping humans.
How can we help you?
And pets. We also started growing forget-me-nots, but yeah. But I don't really know. We seeds.
More seeds?
More seeds?
And gardening supplies. Yeah, we things.
Gloves?
Yeah. I mean, my mom got lost, but none of them used them.
So if we get some things that we can call to school and y'all pick them up here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We're also hoping to expand into the community in the summer and take some of our plants and transplant them into some other locations.
Okay.
So if you hear of anyone who would like to host a location, has a little bit of land or a greenhouse, we can put that to use.
Have you talked to Ms. D. Crafter, Nassau Nature Center?
Yes, Ms. Craft and I
Sure
are
she's
working
on
very
board.
closely, yes.
Yeah, we
She's
out there
on
yesterday on some other things, you know,
Yeah.
but, I know we were looking at, doing a flower garden around the flagpole and stuff, and we talked about doing that yesterday and cleaning that area up, so that might be a project too. I'll mention to them,
Yes.
whatever, anything to help. We can always get this stuff planted, but we just don't have anybody that takes care of that.
That's the thing, yeah, we gotta have someone to tend it, keep the leaves out.
Yeah, if we can help y'all in any way, please let us know.
Exactly.
Fiscal court, we'll do what we can.
Thank you all.
All right, you're welcome.
Good job, guys.
Thank you, Why would you say when I come up here?
Corlin, Lily, in the back. Theo in the back, Nancy in the back.
Yeah, let's all come up here, just,
Oh, there you go. Come on.
Go all the way down.
Yep, everybody.
Stop here.
Yeah, you want to go?
Come to make sure you're from around and switch together. Roll it that way. Okay, so that way.
Teachers get in the picture too.
Oh,
Stand that way.
Real tight, everybody, real
You
tight.
can say project to the road.
Come on, Dawson. Don't be shy.
Let's do it again. You come right up here, right to the desk. You stand right there next to Cora. You come right here.
There we go.
There you go.
Come right there, reach over there.
Stand
Make us think
this
of
way.
the
Come right there, right there. There you go.
All on the
Hang right
third.
here.
There you go.
There you go. A little tighter.
Okay, now you guys who are kind of in the middle, sort of kind of here, look, make sure you're looking between someone's shoulders in front of you, okay? So you look right there, right there, right there.
Yes.
Good. Okay, all right. Can everybody see? Come on, come over here. Can everybody see me?
Yes.
From where you're standing?
No.
Perfect. Oh. Open your eyes. Don't do this monkey. All right, look up here, guys. Look right here. Hands down, hands down, hands down. No. We're not doing that. Okay?
Do what?
We're not doing it. Okay, everybody look right here. It's gonna be a nice picture, okay? All right, good job, guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank y'all very much.
Yes. Yes. And I'll say
She's like, oh.
Share again.
you all can stay. I'm gonna stay and enjoy the meeting until 10.
We'll stay for lots.
Oh, we'll fix that. We have to see. Okay, all three down and have a seat. We're gonna well, where am I supposed to sit now? First of all, you have to move back to where you were. I'll stay there. Then he sits on this side as well. Okay.
Makes my country special.
Right next to Steve.
Moving on with the court meeting, and we need a motion on Danielle Timmons, County Clerk, the excess fees here that's turned in, it should be in your packet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Motion by Benji, second by Scott, all in favor say aye. Code enforcement. I want to sit in the should be in your packet of code enforcement. It was not. Okay, that's probably my fault. But anyway, we have Dave Finney will be the 1-year term from English, District 1. Dave Stevenson, 2-year term for District 3, and Mitchell Dunaway for District 2, and he's a 3-year term. So those are the appointments for that. So I need a motion by the court to
Make
approve
that
that.
motion to approve the appointees to the Code Enforcement Board.
I'll second it.
Okay. Motion by Scott. Second by Benji, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
I guess we can expect training and so forth as we next time. Great.
All right, the other thing here is the code enforcement, codification proposal. That's to do with the, Nick, you want to discuss that any?
Yeah, we haven't done this for some time. I think actually Marquita was the county clerk last time we codified it. So it's updating our book and basically reorganizing the ordinances we passed since then, to fit them into the book and updating anything we've changed, which we have changed, at least since my tenure, we've changed quite a bit. So this was American Legal. They are the company that did it the last time, did the original. So Roger has helped tremendously, gathered all the updated ordinances, and we've sent those up to them. Base cost is $8,520 plus shipping and handling. That is, I believe, for 6 books?
7.
7 books. I'm sorry, right there. Estimated number of pages is 370 on the single column, 300 on the dual column. If we have to get more per page increase, it's 19 on a single and 22 on a double. Have about 7 months until the draft is completed and 4 months until the code's completed thereafter. It's about a year-long project almost. So if we have the add-on features is a searchable program. Basically, it will be a link into their database where they're going to house our codes, and any member of the public can go in and actually search the codes now. I think the way Carrollton does it is theirs is actually a PDF on their website, which is not searchable. I know several of the counties, like Boone County, you go to Boone County and you click their code ordinance as it goes to being legal. So you can actually search it. That would be my, it's $1,195 for the first year of setup. After that, it's $195 per year that we have to pay. And then we will also, every year, this is an every year project. At the end of every year, we'll send them our updated ordinances and they'll recopy codified and we'll supplement at that point. So you're looking at about 8,520 plus any additional and the 1195 for the online hosting.
So do they basically take a hard copy that you sent them? Do they just create a PDF of that? So when it's opened up by the public, it'll show as it was back in the day, or do they clean that up too?
They take our hard copy, clean it up, and
But the signatures and stuff are still retained.
right, the ordinance is still the ordinance, but the code book basically takes everything and puts it kind of like when you have a bill that's passed by the legislature, and then your company, the company the legislature usually uses Westlaw. They'll go in and clean it up and make it part of the actual statute books that we see on the public. So that's the same thing for us.
Yeah, no, I looked at that, and I think it's awesome, it's needed.
There's more, I mean, and I've talked to you all individually on this and whatever, but it's more than my expenditures for the fiscal court. So if you all tell me to go ahead with it, we're good to go.
Make a motion to progress, including the online searchable feature as described.
All in favor? Okay.
Make life easier on Danielle from having to show people the 40 fiscal court order books.
How much room are we gonna need? I think there's some.
Huh?
How much room are we gonna need?
We'll still have to keep them, but it'll be a lot easier.
Yes.
Next on the agenda, and it's been brought up to my attention, it's been brought to me different times. Excuse me, about the Juneteenth holiday discussion. I put it on there as discussion. We don't know what the fiscal court wants to do. We have to amend our personal policy handbooks, or if we did, I've got a proposed ordinance if you want to move forward with that, and that's holiday section for our personal handbook. I think it's a federal holiday, also the state has recognized it, so fiscal, let me know which way you want to go with this.
I'll start the conversation, I guess. Certainly have no problem with adopting it from the perspective of the significance of it. Long time coming. It is a recognized federal and state holiday. I think the only potential concession, though, is that would take us to 14 observed holidays for county employees. State's currently 12.5, federal at 12. So I think at some point in time I would entertain adopting Juneteenth, but looking at potentially carving something else out. There's certainly ones that are mainstays that have to remain, but because I think there's always a potential in years to come there could be something else adopted. And I know in industry 10 to 11 is pretty common. So that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, mine's right this time. I don't think we do that. Just want that.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think we can add another holiday in it either.
Okay. Consensus has it, we just want to add another holiday at this time.
The state has the same holidays as us, except for they don't get President's Day. But they also get half a day on election day. They get half a day for Good Friday, and they get a full day for the presidential elections. So they do get 13 and a half holidays the years that there's presidential election.
So state gets 13.
They get 12 and a half on a normal year, 13 and a half when there's a presidential election.
Yeah.
We're at 14.
No, we're at 13.
I made my point again, I have no problem with that, but I think we need to maybe concede something as well, something like New Year's Eve or even a half day on New Year's Eve. I don't know, Danielle, if you guys are normally busy on that last day of the year, I don't know. Because obviously there are obligations to public too, so. But I think 2 magistrates have clearly said they don't want to move, so. I guess you get your input.
Okay. We'll let it ride at this time and see where we're at.
I think we can discuss it later.
Judge's comment. this coming Monday, at 9 a.m., we need a work session with the Senate here. To discuss, the, measures in the renovation and stuff, the courthouse and stuff, so if Monday at 9 a.m. This will be a special work session. And then after that, meeting with the Senate somewhere around 1 p.m. or at 1 p.m. we'll have a special meeting in the fiscal court to discuss what we've done and make the motions to go ahead and move forward or not move forward.
Okay, so for clarification, at 9 a.m., is that a meeting, special session? I mean, is that a work session?
That's a work session with the
Expecting
Senate.
to have to come on there.
Yes.
So only talk about the Senate, and then there's a follow-up meeting at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock to approve what we've done on nothing.
Okay, so it's not an extension of the 9 a.m. meeting.
No, it's not. So that should be a special meeting. Okay? Next thing I've got, too, is, Mr. John Lewis is here with Tri-State Eastgate, and he'd like to talk to us a little bit about some recycling issues, and if he, at this time, he can head forward.
I don't have a fancy presentation in the front for today.
All right.
Sorry. You're David too. But
Here,
okay.
here.
Go ahead, Bob. My name's John Lewis from Tri-State East Carroll. What we do is we recycle electronics. So we've been recycling electronics since 1999, and we've evolved into some very strange electronic items. So such as refrigerators, medical equipment, whatever. So our motto is we can recycle anything with a power cord, anything with batteries. So everybody comes up and asks, what about this? What about this? What about this? It gets weird when you get into biological or radioactive items. But fortunately, we don't get into that very often. Me and PJ Knight have had a few very short conversations. We first met at Butler State Park.
Yep.
I think we were just hired back then 2 years ago, maybe?
3 years ago.
2-3 years ago. There's a grant that Kentucky offers, and the grant is due April 1st. If the county's interested, there's a grant. There's 25% matching from the county, and it can be in kind, it doesn't have to be in cash. I represent the electronic side of it. There's a company that would represent the HHW, which would be the pesticides, the paints, the chemicals, things like that, to keep them out of the landfill, keep them out of the roadside, people get rid of them. Basically, what I'm presenting to the fiscal court is the county would be responsible for 25% of the in-kind match if PJ applies for the grant and if she's awarded the grant. I did some rough cost estimations. I can't speak for the HHW company, but I did have some short conversations with them. You're looking, our cost would be $5,000 to $6,000. The range would be in the details of a forklift or the number of employees, et cetera. We work on those details. And EEI, that's a company that we work with, their cost would be $10,000, $11,000. So for a 25% match, the county would have to come up with $3,750 to $4,250. So roughly $4,000 to match if they decide to do this recycling project. And that could be in kind, which could be labor, advertising, other costs like lunch or food or things like that for the event. What a lot of the other counties do is the labor cost takes up most of that right there. If you guys provide 6 to 8 employees for the event, that right there is close to $3,000 right there. If you guys decide to apply for the grant.
So this is not the type of thing where people can bring in, let's say, over the course of a year, bring in electronic stuff. We store it, and you guys come in and pick it up. This is an event similar to what PMC and NAS and stuff host in the fall. So it's basically a one-day drive-in event.
Yes,
People go-
your grant is for a one-day event.
Yes.
And on that note, I mean, in the last year, I've been getting more and more calls about batteries, about different electronics, just, you know, everything that they take, and we don't have anything here
Oh, I agree.
that just, where we can even really store it and keep it. I mean, people are just holding on to it, or they're just ditching it somewhere, and it's going in the landfill anyway, probably.
But I guess with that in mind, could you potentially, 2 months in advance, start to say, people bring your stuff in at your convenience and have it?
A lot of companies do that.
Because I guess this money, is there a fixed volume with that? So if it's $16,000, our commitment to quarter that, does it matter if it's 3 semi-loads or if it's pickup loads? Does it matter?
That's an estimate of 11,000 population of the county.
Okay, so that's based on the volume.
We do about 20 to 25 events a year, and the HHWEI company, they do about 80 to 90 events a year. So that's with our experience and our estimation, that's what it would be. I mean, obviously, it could be an event to where very few people show up, or it could be an event where a lot of people show up, so you don't know what's gonna happen. And the weather and things like that. So I want to pick a day when it's the first day, open the season, done season, or something.
Again, we have the one in the fall, that's very successful.
Yeah. That's what we was talking about. Do you have any idea what company comes in and does that?
They use Heritage, I think Clean Harbors may be involved, and there's another company that comes in and does electronic waste, and I'm not familiar with them. Because I used to work with these other ones, so I'm familiar with them.
So you might already have something with NAS.
Yeah, it's a one-time-a-year event. I've been doing it for, oh my God, 25 years.
Yeah.
It's in like first, second week.
September.
Weekend in September, yeah, so Saturday.
Could you give us a comparison on, because you're doing it with Trimble County now. I mean, we kind of always compare to Trimble County being, you know, a smaller county. How do they, I mean, have they been successful with theirs?
Trimble County's had two events. The very first one, I think it was 85, right under 100 people participated. And then the second time, it was 130, 140 participation, and she hopes it continues to grow. And our costs are really based right along with Trimble County, because you guys are very similar to Trimble in the rural, and a lot of people have pesticides and stuff like that.
Well, let me ask you one thing on this too. Is it possible that we could join counties together and do this?
The answer is yes.
Okay.
Boone, Kenton, and Campbell do an event like that.
Okay.
And we have close to 3,000 cars for that event.
So we could do two.
Yeah.
All right, that was mine.
You could do it Trimble, Carroll, Henry, or Gallatin. I don't know what relationship you guys have with the other counties, but the answer is yes. We'll try to be good there.
So really, one more question. So the roughly $16,000, so I think you said this, I think I misunderstood, but that is for both electrical waste, anything with the cord, but it also includes the liquid waste side of things as well?
The electronics cost would be $5,000 to $6,000. And when I had a conversation with EEI, they said that the paint pesticide would be between
Okay, so
$10,000.
EEI is the liquid waste, essentially. Okay.
And how much was that one?
10 to 11,000.
Okay.
I mean, regardless, I support the concept. I think we just need to flesh this out a little bit. Certainly don't want to impose on what we do in the fall. That's very successful. It'll be like a spring event. But I think, there's probably an opportunity that even marry it up somehow or another with the community cleanups that are going to occur here shortly. Because a lot of stuff comes in there. So can we figure out a way to, sift certain things? Because it's all about keeping the environment safe. Those types of things.
I would appreciate it. I'll ask PJ to check with the industries, what days they plan on doing theirs, so we wouldn't interfere with each other. We wanted to work with them, we didn't want to take away from them.
Yes.
I talked to her last week, I guess it was.
So I don't know what you're expecting, Judge, from this, just approval to continue to investigate options here.
Yeah. We definitely departments. Any other comments?
It's just one of the things we like to get on the work session, figure out what we're gonna do with it.
Yeah, well, we can just talk about it and see what we're gonna do with it. If we're gonna move forward with it. We probably need to get PJ's input and everything, so. But I still don't wanna make sure we're not doing anything to counteract what they're doing, interfere with what they're doing out there. Okay? All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I don't have any other. I don't have any other comments from the judge right now, judge's comment. So we'll go with county attorney Nick.
Judge, as you all are aware, there's currently legislation pending for the state revenue cabinet to take over our collection of our occupational tax, which I believe there are already counties proposing resolutions in opposition. Boone County has already taken the lead on that. I've been asked to look at the resolution, copy basically after Boone County. I'm in agreement as to the form of it. If the court is in agreement as to the substance, then we can have a reading of that this morning, basically saying that the Carroll County Fiscal Court opposes any such legislation to take the power away from the county.
Okay, motion by Benji, second by Clay. Have a resolution. Need vote. All in favor say aye. Okay.
Now therefore be resolved that the Court of the County of Carroll, Commonwealth of Kentucky, the Carroll County Fiscal Court is the governing body of the county, hereby declares the strongest objection to centralized collection of local occupational taxes or occupational business fees and taxes by the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
Motion to accept this resolution.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Benji, second by Clay. All in favor say aye.
Nay.
One nay.
And I want to explain my nay. Originally, I was absolutely for this, but I think after reading the bill and understanding what they're trying to do, they're trying to modernize the system, make it easier for businesses to collect the fees. And I think there's also a big fear, and then I have a little bit of that as well, that the state's going to end up taking our tax from it. It's two completely separate issues. These counties are not going to lose any funds based on this centralized approach. It's going to be a convenience fee that the customers or the employers that are businesses are having to pay to the state. It's a convenience fee, so there's no fees that are going to be taken from the state or from the county coffers. So in respect for what they're trying to do to move us ahead in terms of use of technology, convenience, and business, I have to say no.
Well, I had to vote with it, so.
The only other thing I have, Judge, is I appreciated and enjoyed seeing all of you all here this morning. We'd like to see you. That's all for me, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Nick. Manager comments, we'll start with Scott.
Yeah, just to echo what Mr. Mark said, again, appreciate having all the young faces here. You guys are getting out and it's getting started at a young age and have to come up and do a little presentation in front of a bunch of stereo men here and stuff. I know that's pretty intimidating. Anyway, what's that?
All the people that I have met are nice.
Well, good. I was saying that. Yes. I do appreciate it. Teachers, I know these extracurricular activities and stuff, I very much appreciate all you guys do. Just a note of appreciation, I know crews have been out both on the state and the county level to get some potholes plugged here and there, so that's been great. I also recognized last week we had some disruption to our email here within the county because we were moving servers and things, and I had an email drafted and I sent it until the system said, no, it's not gonna send it. And I see Roger, he's laughing here. And apparently, ones that were in my outbox got devoured. So you guys, everybody on this panel, we had talked about at the last meeting about getting together to have a work session to talk about a solar ordinance, road county adoption, and the constable pay. So expect that email here probably before the end of the day tomorrow. Just start looking at calendars so we can get some time in. So again, technology is great when it's working. When it's not.
So you're gonna rescind that, right?
Well, I can't even find it. It got devoured. I'm concerned that, like I said, anything that was stuck in that outbox got devoured. It's floating around underneath it. Yeah. So I have to be correct. Anyway.
Okay, thank you. Hey, Master Caleb, you have anything to say to
I
us?
just thank the kids for all coming out and doing the program. I think it's a great thing. Great to see the young children out, seeing how some of the county government may work. And hopefully some of you will pick up the baton someday and do what we do. So thank you all. That's all I have.
Okay, Master Benji?
Yeah,
Hello?
pretty much same with Clay said. Glad to see the kids here, and y'all take interest in county government, and take them books home. They're pretty neat. I took some home to my boy, and he likes to read them and color and everything else in them. So, and other than that, Judge, the only thing I got to say is just want to thank the road department for the work we did. Clean some dishes and stuff out, so if you could relay that message, I appreciate it.
Just to let the fiscal court know, I probably talked to you individually about that, if we had broken the bank down on Pryor Branch, and we left it, I'm gonna say luckily found it, but we was on the way to do another project down there, and found it. Bank broke off, so they repaired that. And, we've got to do some work down in the creek there, which we've already got the permit to do that, and permission to do that. Break some of that water away from there, so, but anyway, that'll be done in the next couple of weeks or a week or so, whenever we can. Again, just my comment, I want to thank Roger for the work he's done on all this stuff with the codification proposals and all that stuff, and all the work he's done on the ordinance book and everything. It has taken a lot of work, and he does again, thank for the kids coming today, the students and all you do for the county and everything. And we appreciate everybody else that's here today. I don't have anything. DJ?
I was just gonna ask, do you know if they're on site today doing in the creek? Because I have those permits for them that I need to get to them, they need to keep on site with them.
As I don't know. I talked to Gino yesterday, but he had to go home and take part of the day off. Only thing, I'll just have to call him and see if he's doing it. He said it'd be a couple of days, so I don't know.
You know what, Cliff?
I just want to make sure he was down there with him when he done that.
You know what Cliff they got down there?
No, I don't.
We'll say, you just leave one, look at the back of down there, leave it in there, that way it's on site all the time.
I don't know. I don't think it's gonna take them all that long to do like that. What I understand from Gino, they just gotta move some rockets in that creek to get that water, so it won't keep cutting that out. But we put the Jersey blocks down there and all that, they've done a good job getting that lined up. We just caught that at the right time, really. All right, I have anything else? Anybody else got anything? I have nothing else. Motion to adjourn.